There's him in high school, then him in college in
Probably
Miami.
I don't know.
Is it a series?
It's probably the high school one.
But yeah, it's funny because he looked so old in high school because he had a mustache over. Everyone thought he was an undercover cop. They're like, "Are you a student here?" He's like, "I'm 15." Because literally, he was like 6'4" and had a full mustache, and this was like in the late 80s. Everyone thought that he was undercover.
That's funny as all get
Is this
out.
a series? What's the name of it?
The
Yes.
crazy part is that the police would try some shit like that back then.
Yeah.
What's
Because it was in the 80s in Pennsylvania, and he was mixed, so everyone was kind of confused on what he was. Because, he's Hawaiian and black, so...
Is he Hawaiian and black?
It's time to start the show.
It's already started.
Yeah, because, his dad was a wrestler. See, you'll think it's funny because you watched... Are we on?
No.
Are we on?
I'm sorry.
Dude,
If I do this, that means it's live.
I'm talking to them and it's not real.
Oh, I'm good. It's me up here trying to cheat. But I was trying to tell you were thinking it's...
I'm
We're
sorry.
her.
Okay.
Doing my job.
He didn't say nothing to nobody.
I seen him when he
All right,
said
y'all. Cameras rolling in 3, 2. We over here
He's
talking.
waiting for Winnie to... Because our
Yeah, I'm crushing them, so we need to have
We
this
are
shit on the
live?
table.
Sorry.
Yeah, we've been live.
Keep rolling.
No idea what's going on.
No, I was trying to tell you that you would think the show is funny because they talk about the wrestlers from back in the day, like Andre the Giant and the Wild Samoans, because all them used to like baby hits to him and stuff
Are these wrestling?
because they were friends with his dad.
Are these wrestling?
Yeah, it's wrestling stuff.
But yeah, you'll think the show is funny. I think the
You
show is
want me
funny.
to hurry up and eat and stuff? I might choke. I can't. It's thick.
Oh my gosh.
I'm saying.
That was way too easy, so I'm not even gonna
You
say.
know, I'm just saying because you
That's why
want
I'm
me to
just
hurry.
doing this.
That was way too easy.
I'm saying you want me to hurry up and chew and stuff like you don't understand.
Just want you to be ready at showtime.
I
That's
was
all.
gonna be ready, Robert. Can't hurry.
I
hurry
was
up and
at
swallow
9:03.
She's- Are you see you're ignoring what she's up here saying? Dear
Okay, we
Lord.
ready. Ooh.
Well, when we've been
man.
on for 3 minutes.
Ooh, Lord. What's going on, everybody? Yours truly, DJ your boy.
Oh my gosh.
I
I
am
can't
social
believe.
butterfly fly.
And I am Olivia Johnson.
And you have witnessed every single Wednesday before it goes down.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You talking about behind the scenes?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always her. Have you noticed? It's always you. Whitney.
Every time.
You forget to put on.
Can we
You
edit
can
that
count.
part?
This is a live show, so I would say no.
No.
Say negative. It's already been
Can we
seen.
like cut and then start over?
Nope.
It's not Groundhog Day. We can't redo it again. You probably haven't seen that movie, have you?
I have not.
It's a good movie.
Anywho's,
It's like the white version of Harlem Nights.
I love Harlem Nights.
Was that?
No, like the plots weren't similar, but like as far as the level of funny and
Yeah.
all the stars that were stuck, that were all in one good comedy. Yeah,
I have to watch that.
Rodney Dangerfield is my guy. I really like that dude. He was funny.
He was
as
in
shit.
Caddyshack. You
Oh, I'm thinking of Caddyshack.
That movie's funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
That's the one with the gopher, where Bill Murray blows up the golf course trying to find the gopher. It was really funny.
Yeah,
But technically,
crazy
it's a
is
groundhog.
He was like the biggest name that I knew going into the movie. He ended up having like the smallest role.
He was a maintenance man.
No idea.
Well, no, Chevy Chase was pretty big then.
Yeah, he was. And then I grew up on his shit, like the vacation joints with the family and all
Yeah,
that.
because he had just left Saturday Night Live around that
But
point.
you're so young, Robert. But you know a lot of old stuff. Anywho, you want to go ahead and draw? Wiggity 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 whack. Who's
See
that?
what happens.
Who's that? Is that Chris Cross?
Yes, that was Chris
Jump,
Cross.
jump.
Or ABC.
Yeah.
Who's ABC?
Was it there's on the
Another bad
playground?
creation. Yeah.
Yeah. Playground.
Yeah, that was my
I
shit.
don't know
Okay.
what it is.
Why are so many people turned off by marriage?
Oh, because people cheat.
We didn't do this one already.
I thought we did.
It seemed familiar.
We
We probably did.
Maybe
but
we just talked about it when we wrote it.
Probably was.
Turned off by marriage.
Is it because people cheat or like marriage is not the same anymore?
I don't know. I ain't never been married.
Me neither. You're the only one that's kind
No.
of close, or was kind of close.
You were kind of close at 1.2.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Well, I think it's because, realistically, personally, some people are just not meant to be tied down.
It's commitment issues.
Some people do it for tax breaks. I know someone that got married that just literally got married for taxes.
Are you
Right.
serious?
Marriage is a business.
And the free
concept.
stuff. And the free gifts, the wedding gifts. Wedding gifts and tax breaks.
Marriage itself is a business concept, anyways. It's
Yeah.
a business agreement.
They both kept their own houses too.
They
They
both
got-
had their own house.
Yes, and they got married and they kept their own houses and they were just together for the tax benefits and all the free presents that you get on the wedding registry.
So did they stay in the one house together, or they kind of stayed?
They stayed, no, they got married and they stayed in their own places. They got all the free wedding gifts. They got tax
So
breaks.
they didn't even stay up under the same roof.
No,
Ooh.
because they were both in their 40s and they both had their careers and had monies and owned their own. They lived in a big city. So they, living in like a San Francisco, if you own a house, you ain't selling that sucker. You're keeping it. So
My mom is married
I am
and
not-
her spouse lives in another state.
Oh. See, I'm not opposed to that. Now, I wouldn't mind doing that.
there are a lot of people that do that.
Okay.
That would keep marriages alive
I
sometimes
feel
these
like
days.
I could do that. I feel like that'd be a good one.
Then you actually have to miss them. Unless you really don't like them and you're just married because you
I
don't want to
would
get
do that.
divorced because it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, I want to miss.
And find
my
a lawyer.
husband. True that. True that.
Ooh, I think we got commitment issues. I think that's the issue with
Well, then
why
again,
people don't do it.
yeah.
So scared.
But when you
People
say
are scared.
contract, that kind of, I don't like the contract
I
thing.
think people are selfish.
But also I think some people get married for the wrong reasons.
Kids,
Yes, people
money.
accidentally get, they get someone pregnant, they feel like they need to marry them. They get married for money
They get married to follow the status quo.
because all their friends are getting married and they feel like they're going to be an old maid if they don't.
I
And then, of
think
course,
marriage has to be like the status quo too. And that's not really.
And they want the title.
then you get into arranged marriages, which we don't do, but a lot of other countries do.
What other countries still do arrangement? India,
Some in the Middle East, some in India,
Africa.
some in, yeah.
A lot of them be like more tribal type of spots though.
But some of them
Oh,
end in
different.
divorce, because they're just like, you're gonna get married. Surprise. You may meet the person twice.
You might what?
Meet the person twice, and then it'd be like, oh, you're getting married.
Wow, that's crazy.
Game of Thrones.
I never seen that.
But also, as you said, with commitment issues, if you notice, a lot of these celebrities, they'll marry someone after knowing them for like 4 or 8 months. Then they're like all shocked and distraught when they get divorced. It's like, you literally met the person. It's like, let's get married. And you know nothing about them. They could be a serial killer.
But
They could be embezzling money. You don't know what.
Well, but that has happened before. True story, where some people have met back in the day, like they known their chick for like 2 weeks, and then they turned around and got married, and some of them are still married 30 years from now.
But that just depends on the two people that are going into that relationship. A lot of people don't go into a relationship and be like, ooh, I've known you 2 weeks, but you're the one. And that's like 1 in 10 people that happens to. I know people that have happened to. They got married at 20 and they're still married like 15 years later.
It's funny because I DJ a lot of weddings. And on wedding day, everybody always says, I knew from the first time we got together that you were the one. Like, every single time. But honestly, how many times have you said that? Or at least thought, I ain't gonna say it, but how many times have you thought that after an encounter? Like, you feeling somebody, it happens, you like, oh, yeah.
That's only happened to me once.
See.
I have some of the weddings that you DJ that have some of them gotten divorced.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't even remember most of the people whose weddings I DJ'd.
Oh.
For the ones I do remember, they still together.
I can tell you this. I know someone that got married after dating a guy for a year.
Well, no, I know one who, did get a divorce.
You DJ for them, they got divorced.
And someone at her wedding, one of the guests was like, they're going to be divorced in like 9 months. The person got upset. But guess what? They got divorced after a year. So she wasn't that far off. Everyone's like, are you sure you want to marry him?
Wow.
Y'all are kind of nothing alike. His mama's really controlling and crazy. He's in his 40s, been engaged like 5 times. That's a
That's
red
a red
flag.
That's what I was gonna say. That's a red flag.
That's a red flag. If you're in your late 40s, been engaged a couple of times
First
and never
off,
married.
if I've been engaged and then it didn't happen, I was single the entire time. There was no engagement. No one's gonna know about that shit. Unless, like, you left me at the fucking altar,
Robert,
then it'd be a problem.
what? Yeah, that would be a problem.
But this is what you call engagement's just the next step. You still doing the same shit you was doing before you got engaged.
Yeah.
At least in 2021 you are. So
I feel like some people just get married for the party. They just want to have a big wedding and have a big old party to try to impress people. But they're not thinking about actually being in a marriage and having to compromise and deal with stuff.
I think it's for the title and to prove people wrong.
People want weddings. They don't want marriages. They want the party and everything that comes with a wedding. That's why you see people get divorced so quick.
What do you think, Robert? Just what?
I actually do think so. Yeah. It's just hard for me to understand a lot of it. A lot of times people do really feel like they can spend the rest of their life with someone. They in their feels about it, this and the third. A lot of people let emotion and love sort of guide the way. I don't think love's supposed to guide a marriage. I don't think it really saves a marriage. A lot of times it ruins people.
Sometimes it leaves you in that black hole and you end up on the deadline.
Exactly.
Because you love somebody, you end up on Snapped.
Exactly. You gotta have some
ID
brains
channel, you end up on
behind
ID
that shit.
channel.
Like, yeah, it's gotta make sense too. I know a few people who I vibe with very well. When we're together, it's like, and then separation happens and drama starts. Like, there's gotta be more to it.
For sure, for sure.
You talking about somebody for life? Yeah. I was
That's like-
purposefully like, yeah, I'm gonna wait till at least 30 before marriage. But then, like, at the same time, ooh.
So you should wait until you're about 50.
Are you going to pull Lionel Richie and get your 3-year-old girlfriend?
A who?
Lionel Richie,
A how old?
30,
Because
31.
then I gotta wait another 10 years.
But he ain't trying, but you have to think, he already had kids and
How
2
old is he?
marriages. He ain't trying to marry nobody else. He's 71. He's just trying to live his life. He ain't trying to have no more kids.
Oh, he living it right now.
Right. Well, the 30
That part is, he
And
don't look that much older than she do.
No, that's what people were saying.
And that note,
Do you need me to help you?
nope. I was in and out, and I was like, get married when you want to. Find love, because love is out there for each and every one of you. And if you need a counselor, I'm your counselor.
Don't go to Whitney for no advice. She'll teach you how to not lie good.
And if you do, don't sue us for shit.
We are not.
You guys.
Do not incriminate us in your trying to get.
Oh, you
Now you're trying to. Now you're gonna become a therapist.
Oh,
You're gonna try to get you a Sean own to replace what's her face?
who?
What's her name? The one that's on there to fix people's lives.
Oh, Ayanna.
Yeah.
I can do it.
No, it would end up bad.
What are some ways to save money? What are some ways to save money? Open up your bank account, a savings account, and you can invest in stocks and bonds. Also, you can put your money under your mattress.
You went old school grandparent route, huh?
Man,
Floorboards.
motherfucker get robbed, that's the first place you
Y'all,
fucking
no,
gonna
no,
look.
no.
Floorboards
for
and
real,
under the
for real.
mattress.
Okay, y'all remember this? Okay.
This is how
And a
you
coffee
save.
can.
This is how you save.
Exactly.
This is how you save.
style, man.
And yeah, this book just put me on this shit.
What
But
book?
it's
Rich Dad,
actually
Poor
pretty
Dad.
great. Yes. Pay yourself first.
Okay, explain. How does that go?
Technically, they say you're supposed to pay yourself, what, 10, 20%?
There it is. Pay yourself like you pay tithes at church.
Okay, go.
Pay yourself first.
Uh-huh.
So, like bills, all the other shit that you're always talking about that you need,
Uh-huh.
pay that after you pay yourself.
That's why you set
What?
up your. That's why you set up your accounts to when you get your paycheck, it automatically comes out of your check, and you never see it or touch it because it automatically goes to your other accounts,
Yeah.
Wait.
and then you
What?
use your paycheck to pay your stuff.
Yep.
Because if it's never there, you never know.
So pay yourself first, throw that in savings, and then pay everything else. And if it's not enough, then that should be motivation to get more of it.
Yes. But also, there are things you can do to save money, such as, because I'm this weirdo, I have a lot of apps on my phone where, for example, when I go to a grocery store, I get my receipts. I take my receipts. It's called Ibotta.
Coupon.
Yes. I've made like $200 off of it, and then you go in, you put the money in your accounts or get gift cards or whatever off of it.
Coupon, it takes a lot.
No, but you're already going to the grocery store. You just go on there and see the stuff that you know you're going to be getting at the grocery store, and just make sure when you get home, you take your picture of your receipt, and it matches up in the system, and then they put the money in your account.
Here's another way to save. What's the word I'm looking for? Fast. Find a regular routine that you do, and don't do it for a little while. And there, all the bit of money that you spend on that,
Don't go to
go to
Starbucks.
savings.
Don't go to Starbucks.
Excuse me, anytime I spend cash, like I have change in my pocket, the change every single day goes into the safe. And at the end of the year, I cash it out, and then do the same thing.
Well, this is what happened. Okay, so when the whole COVID situation happened, you know, we ain't had nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was shopping online. It became addictive. Okay? It became very addictive because we ain't had nothing to do, right?
What did
So
you do?
all-
You know what I did?
I was doing
I
a
did
lot
buy
of shopping
stuff.
online.
I did buy stuff.
Stuff that I probably didn't even need.
You didn't buy anything to help you grow,
No.
enhance your life. I bought books.
I didn't. I bought like clothes and makeup, and I bought this glitter.
I buy
makeup.
items that's gonna make me more money.
I bought books, investment books, finance books,
I bought clothes and wigs and tracks.
like the book I'm reading right now.
Yep, that's what I did.
Winnie bought stuff to enhance her appearance, to find her amends with some money.
That's not true. But I did buy some wigs. Because I was looking, because let me tell you what happened, Robert. Let me tell you, because you sitting up there, you're looking at YouTube, right? You just looking at YouTube, and you're like, oh, dang, that hair look good. And then you go to the website, and then you look at
It don't look that good.
And I'm
It's
like,
false
that's
advertising.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It don't look that good. But then I'm like, is it really that good? And then you go ahead
Then you
and
go
buy
get it,
it.
and then it's horrible.
And then you get it.
It's synthetic and horrible.
Actually,
Was it good?
it actually was. Well, okay.
One of them was.
One of them was good. One of them was good. The synthetic hair, I just kept it. And I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that?
Wear it for Halloween or something.
I kept it, yeah, because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gorilla glue it to a cap, and I'm just, you know, on one of those bad hair days, just throw it. But I was so mad. And I was like, you know what,
Like
whatever.
put
I'm just
a
gonna
ponytail through
yeah,
that.
just
Yeah.
gorilla glue it to a cap and just like pop that baby.
You
on
know what
it
I
and
do?
put
I
it
just
on.
get me one of the headscarves and just tie it up and throw it around.
I do.
That's what I do.
those. Yeah, yeah.
That would be more
So
fashionable.
about saving money,
That hurts saving money.
because that was the exact opposite.
You want to know one
of
thing?
saving.
One way that I do make some money, I do surveys for Amazon. I'm kind of special. They invite me to these surveys, and they give me gift cards for like $30
My
and $40 and
sister.
$50.
Yep.
So I use the gift cards, and then I go and get the books I want.
That's pretty good. My sister, she does surveys. She got paid $30 for doing a survey, and she had got a Chili's coupon for a $50. She didn't think it was true, but she got a $50 chili coupon. I was like, dang, I want to do that. But then like she was
Yeah,
doing
they
a survey.
invite you for
It
yeah.
takes forever though.
Oh no, mine does it. Like I have to watch movies and TV show Amazon they're making, and then I have to answer questions, and then they send me the gift card. Because actually, through 2 of the movies and 3 of the shows that I watched, they're actually on Amazon now.
Cool.
But yeah,
Side hustles are pretty good at allowing you to save money too.
Yeah.
You do them on your off time. All you need is one little skill that you can make money doing.
Winnie, that's why I'm shocked with all this hair and clothes that you're making.
Oh.
You ain't trying to make you some money on Instagram like some of these other
here's
folks.
the thing. That was at the beginning of COVID. So now I am actually
Doing your hair, doing your
I am doing the
thing, so.
hair business thing. I'm doing that, and then also rental property. So yeah, making money off of that and my rental property. Boom, like that. So yeah, that's about it. But baby, if I could do that OnlyFans though, I would.
Oh.
What?
We had a discussion about something that you were talking about doing on OnlyFans that you're not doing, but we talked about it. So I was watching something and someone said this girl that was on the show, it was on one of the 90 Day
Not on this
Fiancés
show.
on Discovery Channel, Discovery Plus. And she was talking about guys were trying to pay her $100, $200 for feet pics.
I'm trying to tell you.
And she's like, some guys like, oh, you guys are pretty feet. I'll pay you like $150. She's like, that's creepy.
But I would have did it though. I would have took a picture of my feet.
Creepy shit.
It is.
There's some more
But
people out there.
creeps out there that like feet. So.
Feet nasty.
But I'm saying, if a chick would have asked you to take a picture of your feet, a sugar mama or whoever, she ain't gotta be a sugar mama.
Women
But
aren't
just
into feet. That I feel like that's a guy
There are
thing.
some women into feet. There are
I
actually.
feel like that's a lot of, that's like a guy
I think
thing.
there are some chicks that's into feet. You ever watch Strange Love?
Yes.
And
The
when
people that were into dressing up like adult babies
seen
and
that one.
tickling, and the weird guy that had like 15 sex dolls. Oh, that guy was weird. How much should you share on social media? Like, don't tell.
just enough.
I'm gonna say, don't tell all your whereabouts because someone may try to
Exactly.
pull a Kim Kardashian on you, come and steal your jewelry. Hold your hostage.
Did they? I think that was a
Set up.
Yeah.
We're not good. We're gonna. I don't know what to say. But you got what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to tell someone where you're staying and then them come and try to rob you and try to kill
Yeah.
you. Or tell someone you're on vacation and then them go and try to rob your house.
Right.
Yeah, I keep the GPS off when it comes there. But I mean, even then, like, even if you're going on trips and stuff, you don't really want to have your GPS on. A lot of times people will wait until they come back home before they post pics. Because let's say you're the only one living at your house, and then you posting that you in Puerto Rico. Oh, well, hey,
Mm-hmm.
it's time to run up in there real quick.
Yep.
So,
That's true.
You know, you gotta be real careful about how you post stuff. A lot of that stuff we learned on, we got trained on when I was in the military about how to sort of keep all that stuff on the low, not letting people know about your moves and stuff like that.
Right.
But
I mean, that's definitely understandable in like the military, CIA, FBI. Because if you're blabbing all your stuff, that potentially means you dead. I mean,
but you'd be surprised how much of that stuff actually helps for just any regular person, just having those habits. Like,
but you know, now some people want people to know that, oh, I'm going on this trip to Tahiti. It's like, you can wait until you get back to tell people.
see, it's one thing when you think the government watching, excuse me, but the real stuff is that other people are watching all the time. There's anything I learned from Facebook and Instagram and all that. The most random people that have never liked a single picture, that have never commented at all, will come to me and talk about something I posted days ago or weeks ago or whatever. Like, people are always watching what you're doing. They're always looking at your steps, seeing what's happening, all of that stuff. Like, for me, a lot of people probably think I put all my business on Facebook. I don't, but I do give a lot of details depending on what story I feel like telling or what a part of me I feel like exposing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, it's up to your own, you know.
But I
what
think
you
with
think is
Facebook and Twitter more so, you could just put words. So you could be anywhere. You could be sitting on your couch and just tweeting, like, you know, or writing something on Facebook because you're mad. But with Instagram, you know, people are like, oh.
You can put location on Facebook too.
Yeah. But I don't want people to know my business like that.
Yeah.
Me neither. I post stuff late.
Yeah, a lot of people like they only adding family or you know other people in town, so it ain't nothing to put their mama and their sister and brother and their whole family.
See, and
on
that's why
there,
you don't
and
post
then-
everything on there too, because as soon as you post something, someone in your family is gonna say something to you, especially if you're dating and you break up with someone be like, oh, you and so broke up, what happened there? They'll be all up in your
my
business.
God.
But here's the thing, like, and that's another part about what's too much to share because, like, my aunties on like my grandma's sisters and all of them, they all are friends with me, and I was really slow about adding all of them because I talk my shit. So it was like,
You know, they're gonna
They
say
sent you a
something.
friend request.
they see me a couple hours a year, maybe. And now because of Facebook, they see me all the time. And it's like, ooh.
and they know everything.
And now they see me talking shit in
Yeah.
my element, like not how I would be around them. So yeah, it can add on a lot of because they think I just tell all my business. But it's not that I'm telling all my business. It's just it's the most information they've ever had about me at one time. So for them, it's like,
Yeah.
See, I don't think you tell that much compared to some people. Some people literally tell every move.
oh yeah,
they
every time they
make.
break up, all of that.
Yeah.
Like,
Any drama that happens, anytime they're in a fight with anyone,
They
anytime
does
anyone
that.
say, I'm like,
I
Can I
be
just
right.
But
I
you
be
see-
reading that, man. I be like,
but you see, they also are trained to where like the kind of image that you give should always be this positive, happy image. Like if I'm feeling down and depressed, I don't mind talking about it. You know what I'm saying? For them, that's like a mark of shame. That's something like, no, we don't
Discuss
discuss
that.
this type
Yeah.
of stuff. For me, it's like, why not? Other people go through that shit too.
That's true.
So it's just like, you know, we just move differently. And
I just
because of
talk
it
about that
causes a little
offline. I
thing.
just don't get online and talk about it. I talk to.
I mean, depending on how deep it is,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you got some people that genuinely are, you know, want to help you in this and the third.
Yeah, it might have been through that.
For
And
me, I'm not
yeah.
going on Facebook for help.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going there asking for somebody to kind of, unless I'm literally saying that.
Yeah.
I don't express stuff for that reason. But at the same time, I do just like getting it off of my chest. I used to write back in the day. It was a big thing because of, you know, the microblogging style of Facebook and Twitter. It just made it a lot easier to just be that way. So I'd mess around, get something off my chest, and then hate that I posted it the next day because people checking on me and I done moved on.
Right.
And I hate to say it, posting stuff like that on Twitter, it may not even get noticed because people be posting crazy stuff on Twitter. So it's like
Yeah, it gets crazy.
I mean, there's some funny stuff on Twitter, but then there are people that are just like, why are you posting that? Because it's like, remember, anything that you put online is going to come back to haunt you eventually. So if you're saying a bunch of stupid stuff, even if it's 5-10 years down the road, it's going to come back and haunt you.
I feel, it's mainly for family that's on the Facebook, and then I'm unapologetic. So it's like, look, family, it is what it is. And they'll probably be like, Whitney, well, why you know, I'm like, unfriend me, then, you know, so, that's how I feel, which I did have cousins and family members that unfriend me at one point, and I was like, okay.
I move in silence. I don't post nothing. It ain't none of their
Well,
business.
I mean, the
if
stuff I
if they
post-
see me, I tell them, but it ain't none of your business. Like,
That's what I'm saying, but like if you know me, then you know that what I post is like either funny stuff and it's not really me. Like I'm talking shit.
oh, are you talking about the same time this you be posting those memes?
Some
or
stuff,
something?
yeah, it just be shit funny.
Really, they
Shit
just kind of
is
like,
funny.
this girl.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
That's all, and I just post it because it's fucking funny. That's all I'm saying.
You be posting some questionable stuff sometimes.
Don't question me. Know for a fact that it is funny. That's all I'm saying. And I don't post relationship stuff.
That's a lie.
Well, my relationship stuff, because, you know.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't want to get caught up.
What?
I don't want to be a player no more. Okay.
We not doing
What's
that.
up with us and all these random songs?
I
like
know,
the
because he a DJ. And we
90.
be
No,
singing the
you were
songs.
saying Rollin'. You were singing that Limp Bizkit song.
Nah.
And then he sang.
I was saying keep rolling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
You-
she started singing Chris Krause, then you sung ABC.
Because he a DJ.
Played the
Yeah, you
playground.
said playground.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
think playground.
That's because he's a DJ.
I ain't never played ABC at a party though.
Right. You should.
Well, I played it, but people don't know ABC
Do you play some Velvet Devine?
sometimes.
So how do you feel about the 90s coming back? I think it's kind of fun.
I like it.
90s been back.
You lie.
It's been in the music for forever.
I'm talking about music, the fashion.
I like it.
The fashion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the 90s all the 90s fashion ain't coming back.
Not all of it, but some of it.
Only women wear
okay.
overalls now.
When the
like
overalls,
overalls.
biker shorts, bucket
I used to
hats.
hate that shit. My mom used to dress me in them overalls.
I
was so
overalls
happy
was
when
my
she started doing it.
stuff.
That was the one thing I hated. was
Some
overalls.
Jicos. Did you ever wear those? The wide leg pants that people
Corduroys.
used to wear, the
I wore
ravers.
corduroys.
I still wear those
I like corduroys.
in the fall. Yeah,
You said in a what?
in the fall.
Oh.
Yeah, you only wear it in the winter and fall. It's too hot to wear in the spring and
I
summer.
thought you said something else.
I hate winter weather, but I love winter fashion. So maybe I just love hoodies. Maybe that's just it.
Me too, because the men get to wear sweatpants.
Oh my god.
Are we done? Are we cutting?
That's a year-round thing.
Oh, whatever. Sweatpants in the summer? It's
I'm gonna
too
say
hot to
I wear a
sweatpants.
hoodie year round, but that's because I'm cold
I
all
wear
the time.
sweatpants in the summer.
It's too hot, Robert. It's
A
hot
lot of people
outside.
wear sweatpants year round.
It's hot. I guess.
Y'all are.
And
This
note,
evening was different.
This was pretty different.
Yeah,
But
this-
it's
y'all
always
are.
good.
He's too mellow over there. I think it's because.
I don't understand why I'm just so mellow today. It's probably from all that pizza we
Yeah,
just
but I
had.
say you ate that pizza. Now you're about to go to bed.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. Hit me chilling.
Did you tip the...
You didn't say nothing too crazy today, so
I kept it simple.
What she said before we got on camera. That's why.
got it out the way.
Because Robert was trying to hurry it up. Okay, cheers to everybody. Everybody.
I swear
Everybody
you're
in
a
the
mess.
club getting tipped. Who sang that song?
man.
Chingy.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I like